Willie D Live.
So I would say definitely the selling out the headlining shows I've done. And then, of course, yeah, the New York, the Tamron Hall show, which is so crazy because I remember, like, practicing. Everything that I practiced in the mirror by myself is, like, kind of happening. Yeah. Like, yeah, I've always practiced, like, coming out. I did that, like, every day during COVID. I would, like, practice coming out on, like, a talk show, doing, like, my first, like, late night or something set, or, crossing my legs a certain way. Don't drink all the coffee or miscellaneous beverage that's in that cup on the stage. I was like, I gotta be ready. Yeah. So, yeah, really, I would say that those have been the most just like, whoa, having comics, veteran comedians, talk about my jokes. And I mean, because of course for my peers to respect me, that's amazing. But for someone that's been in this game for 30 plus years and they've seen the evolution of comedy, especially with now there's social media and there's this and there's that, for somebody to be like, hey, that's good. It's like, whoa, okay.
You got Bill Burr following you on Instagram.
I know, and it's just crazy. Like him and like, yeah, he like broke down one of my jokes and was like, this is, and I'm just like, this is insane. And it was him. It was Neil Brennan liked one of my jokes, and he talked about how he liked the structure and all that. And Wayne Brady, he's reached out about my it's like. That Samuel Jackson, he's like uncle now to me. Like that's just I mean, because it's like I'm funny. I'm a funny person. Sure I got the whole package, but I've definitely gone through the thing of like, you're not. I've been told that so much. They're like, I see what you're trying to do with that joke, but it's just a little too crude. You talk about sex too much. You're talking about this too much. It's not smart enough. It's not smart enough. You're not that fun. I mean, I've gotten told it all, right? And yeah, you only get booked because of how you look and this, and it's like, come on, like none of that's true. And I'm just like, okay, so for these people, these old heads to be like, and I mean old respectfully, but for them to be like, no, like, that's good work right there. It's like, ugh, whew, like, yeah, we're getting busy now,
Well, Rodney Dangerfield told Eddie Murphy that he would never make it because of his so-called crudeness in his jokes. And Eddie Murphy told the story of years later, he was at a urinal and Rodney walked in. And he looked over at him, and he was like, who knew? So just because somebody been in the game don't mean they necessarily got it. They necessarily know. If the thing is that a determined mind is one of the hardest things to stop. Mm-hmm. Like, if somebody just determined to do something, it's going to be very difficult to stop them. Uh-huh. So, had you not been so determined, perhaps you would have believed some of the chatter in the background.
Oh, for sure. I mean, and I did. And also, it's like, you're right. I mean, I feel like every comic goes through that, the ups and the downs. Like, on the inside, of course, I believe in myself. But I did listen to those things. And some of those things helped me.
That's natural.
Be better and write better. And I wouldn't necessarily say, like, people that have been in the game, like, know exactly what they're talking about. But what I've been told and what I kind of can tell, and maybe you can attest to this, too, especially in the business, nobody owes you anything. Nobody owes you a compliment. Nobody owes you a whatever, So if someone goes out of their way to say, like, hey, like, and it's not no weird stuff behind it, to me, that feels like, okay, we're on the right track somewhere. Like, I'm not doing everything wrong right now, But also, yeah, I don't, with that being said, I don't feel like you have to be in the game for 20 plus years to be, like, I think where I'm at right now is exactly where I'm supposed to be. I have a lot more work to do. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to always have more work to do. So I don't really see it as like I've reached like my pinnacle or I just think what I'm doing right now, I need to just keep, I mean, all I know how to do is just keep going. Like, I mean, that's it. I don't, that's all I know how to do. So